¿Cómo estás? Welcome to the Keeping It Real podcast with Sulma, the swearing therapist. Hi, I'm Sulma Williams, a licensed clinical social worker who likes to keep it real and swears a lot. Today, I'd like to share with you an interesting article that I found online. It is from Therapist Aid, which is a website that offers worksheets to mental health professionals. And they had one that is fact or opinion. So facts are verifiable statements. Opinions are personal interpretations of facts. So I always say, this is my definition of opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one and they stink, right? Like, so they have a list of different statements. And I invite you to kind of like mentally check on, is it a fact or is an opinion? So for example, I listen to my friend talk about their bad day. I am a good friend. I am ugly. My hair looks bad. No one will ever like me. My crush said no when I asked them out. I am not as smart as the rest of my friends. I am lazy. I watch TV instead of doing my homework. My friend is angry at me. I know this because they were frowning. Everyone was bored during my speech. I should always be nice, right? Like, so as I was going through this list, I started reflecting in a lot of times in our own lives, we just take opinions as facts, but they are not. So, for example, if you made a mistake at work and it's like you start thinking like, oh, I'm a failure. And it's like, you fucking made a mistake. That doesn't make you a failure, right? Like, or I'm going to lose my job, or I'm going to get fired, or whatever it might be. And I have other episodes where I identify and challenge that particular negative thought. But the thing is that we need to be very mindful of, are we leaning into making our own opinions facts? Because they are not. They are just a fucking opinion. And that goes for our friends and loved ones when they share something with us, and we take it so personally. And it's like, the fuck, why the fuck do you care? Like, it's like, is it a fact or is it an opinion? Oh, you shouldn't do that because blah blah blah, or you are crazy. Like, a lot of when I was studying school at 42, and then I started my master's at 50, a lot of my high school friends were saying, you're crazy, you're too old to go back to school. Do you think that's a fact or an opinion? It's like, okay, why the fuck do you care? I'm the one who's going to school. Right? So it's clearly an opinion, because if it was a fact, I wouldn't be here being a therapist, right? Like, so I invite you to, when people are sharing stuff with you, to really take a step, or when you share stuff with people, to take a step back and truly think, is this a fact, right? Like, and a lot of times, especially when it comes to sports or politics or anything that we are passionate about, a lot of times passion takes over, and these are clearly opinions, right? Like, oh, Messi is the best soccer player in the world. Of course, I'm from Argentina. That is a fucking opinion. Although it could be determined that it's a fact, right? Like, he has broken a lot of records and all that. A lot of other people will say that Cristiano Ronaldo is the best soccer player in the world, right? Like, or Maradona was the best soccer player, or Pelé. Like, all these are opinions. Now, when we go through statistics, like Michael Jordan breaking records or Kobe Bryant or whatever, like that's a different story. These are things that we can verify. When passion gets in our conversations, a lot of times it's like most likely opinions. So when someone is giving us their opinion and we get offended or we are like hurt or whatever, I'll invite you to take a step back and identify, is this a fact? Because if it's an opinion, we are all entitled to our own opinions. Like, why the fuck is this particular person's opinion so important to you that makes you lose sleep? Like, fuck it. Like, let me have my own opinion, and you fucking go do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? Like, so when I was telling people like, oh, I'm I started my bachelor's at 42, and they were like, are you fucking nuts? Like, yeah, you are too old, blah blah blah. I took it as a reflection of their own limitations, not of mine. It's like, a lot of times we're like, oh my God, like, why would you do that or whatever? And it's like, why the fuck do you care? I'm the one fucking doing it, right? So it's like, let's take a step back and differentiate facts from opinions. Because once we realize that there is an opinion, it's like, oh, okay, thank you for sharing, kind of thing. And the same for us, right? Like when we are giving a statement, is it a fact that, what you are sharing? And for our own thoughts, right? Like, so a lot of that list, I am ugly, I'm a good friend, whatever. It's like, those are opinions. You can be a great friend to a person and a shitty friend to another person. So that's not a fact. That's an opinion, right? Like, and opinions change too. Facts are like, this is the hard truth. Opinions change like the wind. So it's like, why the fuck do you care so much? Like, take a deep breath, listen to your heart, follow your heart. And then if you are asking for somebody's opinion, just be prepared that it might not be what you want to hear. But when we are opening up about a situation that we are facing, or we directly ask for an opinion or whatever, a lot of times it's not what we want to hear, but it might be what we need to hear. It's like, you are opening yourself up for this. So that's why a lot of times we don't fucking share stuff that we are going through, because we don't want anybody to get involved. And, that's good too. But just know then that because you're sharing something, or somebody's sharing something with you, that doesn't automatically make it a fact. So don't be kind of like, when we talk about the cycle of anger, and like, really what makes you angry is not the event, is what you are thinking about the event. This is something similar. It's like taking a step back, and it's like, why am I allowing to be affected so much by this statement? Is it a fact or is it an opinion? I hope you found this helpful, and that it helps you reflect on a lot of shit that we are exposed to all the time on social media, the news, other people, co-workers, family members, whomever. It's like, let's take a step back and differentiate one from the other. As always, thank you so much for the support. Please follow, listen, subscribe, whatever the fuck you do to the platform you are listening to this podcast on. Follow me on Instagram at the Swearing Therapist. And my website is dragonflytherapyservices.net. Please leave me in the comments if you found this helpful. And I'll see you. Ew, shit, I almost forgot. Please remember, if you woke up today, that means that your mission in life is not complete. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you're going to come on the other side of the challenge you're currently facing. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.